The iPhone 17 lineup is slowly becoming more than just rumor. It's starting to feel very real. And with the latest dummy unit leak making the rounds online, it's clear that Apple is planning something bold for September. This new leak doesn't just show us renders or blue plastic mock-ups. It brings an almost real-life look at what could be the most radical iPhone design in years. Shared by Sam Cole on the Apple Track YouTube channel, the video showcases dummy units for all four models in the upcoming iPhone 17 lineup. The iPhone 17, 17 Air, 17 Pro, and Pro Max. But the one that really grabs your attention, that's the iPhone 17 Air. Let's start with the basics. The iPhone 17 itself seems like the most familiar of the bunch. It keeps a form factor and design that look nearly identical to the iPhone 16. So for users who want a reliable and classic iPhone experience, this might be the go-to option. But the spotlight clearly belongs to the iPhone 17 Air, a device that's turning heads for how incredibly slim it looks. In fact, in the dummy comparison, it appears almost half the thickness of the current Pro models. Yes, you heard that right, half the size. We've never seen anything quite like this from Apple before. That ultra-thin design is not just visually striking, it's also sparking real conversation. In the video, the dummy even looks a little bent, raising some eyebrows. If the final product ends up being this slim, durability could become a hot topic. Remember what happened with Bendgate during the iPhone 6 era? Well, history could be on the verge of repeating itself if Apple doesn't reinforce this model. What's especially fascinating is how realistic these dummies look compared to earlier leaks. Unlike the previous plastic blue versions that looked more like toy prototypes, these latest units feature details that make them feel almost production ready. The camera lenses are painted black, giving the illusion that there's real hardware in them. The surfaces and curves closely match Apple's typical design language, making it easier than ever to imagine this as the real deal. Now about that camera design, this is where things get a bit controversial. Both the iPhone 17 Air and the Pro models feature a redesigned camera island. It's a look that we've seen in multiple leaks now, and the fact that it keeps showing up suggests that Apple is committed to the change. Interestingly, the Air's camera bar stretches across the top, and many are comparing it to the Google Pixel's iconic camera bar. While Apple seems to have added its own refined touch, the resemblance is still there, and that's going to stir up plenty of opinions. But let's get back to the form factor. According to leaks, the iPhone 17 Air might measure around just 5.6 millimeters in its thinnest part, which would make it the thinnest iPhone ever released. That kind of engineering is impressive, but it also comes with a serious trade-off: battery life. When early rumors about the 17 Air surfaced, they pointed to a much smaller battery, sparking concern among power users and even average consumers. But recent developments suggest Apple may have found a way to tackle that limitation, possibly through more efficient chipsets or a reworked battery design. We'll have to wait and see if Apple truly manages to balance thinness with performance. And of course, Apple won't be alone in the ultra-slim race. Samsung is gearing up to release the Galaxy S25 Edge, a sleek, slim-profile phone that could be a direct competitor to the iPhone 17 Air. Samsung has already teased the Edge, and its release might not be far off. This sets the stage for a head-to-head battle between two of the thinnest and most stylish flagships in the smartphone world. So where does that leave us? The iPhone 17 Air might not just be a design experiment. It could be the beginning of a whole new direction for Apple. It's sleek, it's futuristic, and if these dummy units are anything to go by, it's going to turn heads when it launches in September. But the big questions remain. Can Apple deliver solid battery life in such a slim body? Will durability be an issue? And how will users react to the new camera design that feels a little less Apple and a bit more Pixel? One thing is clear: the iPhone 17 Air is not playing it safe. It's daring, and in a market where most phones look the same year after year, that might be exactly what Apple needs to stand out again. The countdown to September has never felt more exciting. What do you think about it? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Peace out.